Hi everyone, and welcome back to Shell's Glam Home. Well, today I'm excited to share another episode of Christmas with Shell. Today I'm doing 3 fur Christmas DIY projects. I hope you enjoy. I started with these 3 boxes, guys. I always like to keep boxes in my house because I like to make them into DIY projects. I decided I wanted to make my boxes into Christmas fur boxes. So taking this beautiful pink fake fur, I picked it up from Spotlight. I measured each box and then cut it to size. I then positioned the fur in place, and taking my hot glue gun, I glued down the fur. I continued to glue it around and then trimmed off the excess. I then flipped the box on its side and I hot glued it also in place. Now basically you're just pushing down and wrapping it in all 4 corners, a bit like wrapping a present. Once that was complete, you then flip your box over and do the exact same thing at the other end. You're then going to repeat the same steps to the second box. Once the larger boxes were complete, I then cut a top piece to size and I glued it in place. Now with the smaller box, guys, I basically just wrapped around my fur until it resembled a little bit like a bag. I then took an elastic band and I tied up the top as if it was a ponytail. I then took some of this polka dot dollar store ribbon, guys, and I hot glued a piece around each of the larger boxes. And what I'm going to do here with the smaller box is I'm cutting off a very small piece which is overlapped like so. So I'm creating a small bow for the small box. So I hot glued 2 of these pieces in place and then I took another piece of that ribbon. Now what you want to do here is just overlap it at the middle. So you're going to make the tails of the bow. So I cut it to size and then I hot glued it off camera. Now guys, I always love to layer my ribbons. So I took this dollar store glitter one and I added it to the center of my larger ribbon. Once I hot glued that in place, I then took this gorgeous glitter brooch and I hot glued that over the top of the silver ribbon. Now for the 2 larger boxes, I had these dollar store pink bows. They are so stunning and shimmery and so girly and glam, and I knew they'd go perfectly on top of the boxes. I then took another piece of that dollar store ribbon and I hot glued that underneath. I also then took one of those silver bows, I layered that on top as well as those gorgeous brooches on the top of the silver ribbon. I then repeated the same steps to the second box. And here are my adorable pink fur boxes. Guys, I absolutely love how these came. I love sharing inexpensive ways for you so you can recreate these in your home. I truly love creating Christmas boxes, guys. They make such a statement in your home and they're so inexpensive to make. I then moved on to my second DIY. Taking this foam wreath that I picked up from my dollar store, I then took some of this Santa fur that I picked up from Spotlight. And what I'm going to do here is make a fur wreath. Off camera, I glued a piece to the back of the wreath and then I just basically wrapped it around and around. I ended up using 2 rolls of that Santa fur, and once I got to the end, I'd hot glue that to the back as well. I then trimmed off the excess, hot glued it in place, and my little wreath was complete. I then took another one of those pink dollar store ribbons, and I hot glued it to the front of my wreath. I then took this beautiful champagne poinsettia and I wanted to clip it to the front of the bow. I also took this silver leaf pick, and it's a glitter leaf pick that I just took off the leaves and I added it to the back of the bow. Now here I'm just playing around with the style that I wanted, but off camera I glued them in place. And here is my second DIY. I absolutely love how this wreath came. Guys, I think white fur is absolutely stunning, and I love how this wreath came. I love the glitz and glam in this beautiful champagne coloured poinsettia, and I think it goes so beautifully on my fur wreath. Guys, here's another example that you can create something beautiful for your home for Christmas, and it doesn't have to be an expensive task. Another inexpensive tip, guys, when decorating with fur is that if you can't afford to purchase it by the metre or find it in a roll like I did, I like to use some of my old fake fur throws. Now, I don't know about you, but I have quite the collection. So if I find that there's throws that I'm not using anymore, I tend to cut these up and use them for more DIY projects throughout my home. Now my final simple DIY, guys, starts with this piece of plywood. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you know that I made a sign for fall with this piece of wood. So all I've done here is basically flip it over, guys. And off camera, I took it outside and I spray painted it my favourite blush candy pink. Now guys, I only gave it a very light coat as I like to see the knots of the wood coming through. Now after going through my Christmas decor, I came across my DIY project from last year, which are these fur letters that I spell out the word joy. Now I'll leave a link to that video down below, guys, but what it is, it's basically just taking some MDF letters and covering them also in the fur. I hot glued them in place and then took one of those gold glitter bows and hot glued it to the bottom of the O. I then took these dollar store glitter stickers and I added them randomly over the sign. I then continued to add them over the sign where I felt they were needed, and this gave a little bit of definition to my sign. And here is my Christmas mantle joy sign. Guys, here's another prime example of simple DIY projects that anyone can do. Just by taking a few simple ideas, I was able to create all these DIY projects on a very slim budget. I absolutely love to decorate with fake fur, guys. It's so warm and cozy and perfect for decorating for the Christmas season. I can't believe, guys, that Christmas is less than 5 weeks away. I love being able to prepare you all when decorating your homes this season, and I love to show you inexpensive ways to create a glam look for your home. I'm often asked, guys, Shell, where do you get your ideas from? And truly, guys, my mind is always in overdrive. For example, I look at something as simple as a cardboard box and think to myself, hey, how can I create something glam from this? I'm really loving champagne decor at the moment, guys, and I truly fell in love with this beautiful champagne Santa. He was a recent purchase from the Red Dollar Store. And I absolutely love how he goes so perfectly with my wreath and the poinsettia. thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed another episode of Christmas with Shell. Don't forget, guys, to like, share and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back real soon with more DIY projects, inspirational ideas and room tours here at Shell's Glam Home. So until next time, my friends, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.